If you'd like to see more of our videos, hit the subscribe button to stay on top of the market news. Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMtrading. Today's October 7, 2020, and today is Wednesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, the U.S. markets have a pump and dump opportunity as the stimulus package is delayed. But first, let's take a look at the economic events of the day. So first, looking at the economic events of the day, starting out from the United States at 8 p.m. South African time, we had FOMC Meeting Minutes following our rate decision last week. This is just a meeting in terms of discussing the interest rate decisions. But looking at the markets, first starting out with the currencies, watching the British pound fail at resistance, pulling down some of the other currencies as well, and looking at the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ both tank over 700 points. After Donald Trump says that the stimulus package is going to be delayed after elections, and looking at the commodities, gold tanks, just complete nosedive there, while oil pretty much steady. And lastly, looking at the stocks, Amazon retracing to very key levels. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. Well, it can't get better than this, okay? We're looking here at the GBP USD at a 4-hour chart, and really you can't get better than this. Look at this beautiful setup right here with that resistance-ish level, multi-time level. Okay, we are looking at a 4-hour chart. So with that said, we retraced down from 129 down to 128-ish level, okay, after faltering yesterday. Okay, really key level that we're faltering. Now, what has occurred as well is that the Euro USD also took a nosedive as a result of that, pulling down the euro versus the USD, as this is really the biggest retracement that we've had for quite some time over the last month and a half, since we are really just trading within this, pretty much tight range between 118 and 117-ish level. So retracing this 70 pips overnight is a major retracement. Now looking at gold. Okay, gold has really taken a nosedive here. You could see this so beautifully, okay? This is what's beautiful about technical analysis, that in hindsight, you could really see it in 2020. Okay, look at that resistance-ish level at that 1920. Now, this was a Fibonacci retracement level, okay, from our highs down to our lows. If I go into a longer time frame, you could see that. And we took a nosedive down from 1920 down to our support level at 1872, and I said we would continue to trade this in this range. Now, it did look like it was taking this nice little setup, okay, as a nice trend line setting itself up, but it did falter here at 1900. That's a key level. 1900 is a very key level, and you could see that it did falter that. Once it faltered, we continued tanking another almost 30 points. Okay, now we did bounce off of our previous resistance, okay, subsequent support at this 1872, which is another retracement level in our Fibonacci. If we look at that on a daily, you can see it a little bit clearer. Okay, so with that said, we are trading within this range, okay, and we're not breaking out of it. Now looking at oil, not much of a change there, just a bit of a retracement, but like I said, I don't expect oil to go anywhere anytime soon. I do expect it to be trading within a $3 to $4 range for quite some time. Now jumping into the Dow Jones, look at that nosedive. Okay, someone knew something about something here as the markets continuously pump this up. Look at that. I mean, we continuously challenged our resistance-ish level and really flirted with it. And I did mention this yesterday. This is a Fibonacci retracement, and I said if it doesn't sustain this above 28,200-ish level, it will break down. And if you could see, okay, we did have a wick actually hit this 28,225. So someone was pumping this up, okay? I'm saying that I'm not saying the markets are rigged, but I'm saying that, definitely you could see that the markets were pushing higher and higher and higher to get that element, okay, to get that higher price in order to take it down further, okay? And this is a complete news event, okay? There's no way that someone might have known about it, but it does look like, it was continuously pushed up, and then finally, once the news came out that Donald Trump was going to delay the stimulus package, look at that. We took a nosedive from 28,225 down to 27,546-ish level. Okay, a major retracement now. Now we are bouncing off of this. Next real resistance-ish level is 27,892. Okay, so not much doing there. Okay, but you could see that, ultimately, the stocks and the indices are trading together, okay? Which means that there's no leader, there's no lagger. And sometimes when you get into this type of situation, it lacks direction. And this is really because of what's happening in the elections or upcoming elections in the United States, and also the unfolding of the pandemic. We're living in very strange times. Okay, now jumping into Amazon, you could see we retraced really tremendously to this 3,000 level, okay, which is a key level for Amazon, okay, because this is really the whole time we were above this 3,100-ish level, and now we're challenging that, okay, as we retrace. Now remember, 3,000 psychologically is a very important number, so that is another number I'm looking to actually watch. Looking at JP Morgan, it hit that $100 target and then retraced from that. Okay, it took a big nosedive since then. So, the stocks are not trading stronger than the markets, they're not trading weaker than the markets. They're trading in tandem with the market. So there's no leader. So it's a little bit harder to gauge when you're in this type of scenario. Now, looking at Apple, also took a nosedive as the market took a nosedive. Facebook as well. Microsoft has been kind of quiet recently. Okay, not breaking above this 215-ish level. Okay, just trading sideways. Okay, as we get some clarity to the markets moving forward. Now, we have two things and two elements I keep on repeating on the table. I do expect volatility to continue. I do expect there to be lack of direction to continue just because we're not sure which way this election is going to go. And third, the lack of direction about the pandemic and how bad it's going to actually take place in the month of October, going into November, which is a flu season in the Northern Hemisphere, when most of the world and most of the population in the world is entering the fall and entering the winter season. So those are things that we're looking at right now to gauge the markets. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.